What up, what up, what up, y'all? Thank y'all for coming back to the circle, man, with me and my brother Life. I am a co-host E. Today's topic, man, we're gonna go over the first quarter of albums. There's been a lot of hip hop albums that came out. I can't even keep up with it. I was looking today for hip hop albums, bro, and I couldn't keep up with the shit, bro. Like I could not
Yeah.
keep up with it. Into that, we're gonna get into some late 2024 albums that may have went under the radar, and we're gonna get into some some events that happened in the first quarter thus far, such as the Super Bowl halftime show, maybe a little bit of that just came out, man. But let's get it started, man. Bro, where you want to begin at? You want to begin with the albums or you want to begin with the news first?
I feel like we can go ahead and start with the albums and then
Albums? Okay then,
yeah,
okay then.
yeah. So
Okay then, okay then.
so was there any album toward the end of 2024 that might have went under the radar that you really liked and thought was ill?
Um, I'm trying to think what came out in 2024. It's been so much music, bro. All that stuff get
Yeah,
jumbled up. What
yeah.
came out in the last quarter? I know Tyler, the Creator, came out. That
Yeah.
really didn't go under the radar. I
Nah.
know GNX came out
GNX came?
um in December. You missed
Oh,
it?
oh, I missed it.
No,
Now
what
that
else
was
came
November,
out?
wasn't it?
December, man. It could have been November.
Okay.
It could have been November, man. What else came out?
That Red Man came out at
Yeah,
the
man.
end.
I thought it was in. It came out last year.
It came out, I think, Christmas or the day after Christmas.
Okay, then. That Red Man is dope, man.
It is.
The only thing is he could have trimmed the fat on it.
Same thing.
But the red, yeah, the Red Man is dope, bro.
It's
One song that stuck out to me was "Don't Want to See Me Rich." I love that song, bro.
yeah. I don't remember that one.
That's the one with the that ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
They
okay,
had,
okay. Yeah.
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 Haters don't want to see me rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song, bro. I love it. You know what I mean?
He got a few joints on there.
Oh yeah, that's the one I keep playing back, man. I love that song, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the Red Man was dope. Um, what else came out? I don't know. I probably gotta look and see what came out, man.
I got two I want to highlight. Well, one that came out in the fourth quarter that I want to highlight is that Rock Marcy, the Skeleton Key.
Mm.
You know I'm a Rock
Mm.
Marcy head, but I didn't really sit with it when it first came out. So going into the new year, like around February, I started playing it a whole lot. And I was like, man, this is dope. This is dope. And that was his second drop in 24 because he had Marciology in the spring of 24. And then he came back around with the Skeleton Key, which was produced by the Alchemist complete. And it was ill, man. It's a nice out. It's short. It's less than 30 minutes. It's dark.
Yeah.
It's underground hip hop, man. It was pretty good. And I don't think I really ain't seen nobody really talk about it, man.
Nah, Rock Marth never get love like that, bro.
Not really. The Elephant Man's Bones did, but I feel like maybe they had a lot of marketing and, you know, push behind it.
The Rock Mars is dope, man. What I love about Rock Mars, and you put me on, you like kind of put me on the Rock Mars. The first time I heard about him was in Flip Mode Squad, but you really brought light to him when he went solo and everything.
Hmm.
Side note, and he produced Stove God's Cooks album, the one that everybody loves. He produced his album.
Reasonable
You know,
Drop.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
and Stove God Cooks. He just got released. Well, he was just able to leave his record label, I guess. So
Yeah.
now
Big
he's
brand.
on Griselda. So now they working on his project for the year. So I'm waiting on that. And
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But Rock Mars, one thing I love about Rock Mars and the album too, like he rap like he don't give a shit about nobody, bro. Like you're nothing to him, and
Yeah.
he just raps like that. Like he the flyest dude in the world, and he don't care how you feel. That's what I love about. That's what I love about Rock Mars, man.
Yeah,
But
I love his wordplay and his sense of humor.
yeah,
He got an ill sense of humor. I've heard some people even kind of say he come from the Doom tree, you know.
interesting.
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
I never
It
thought
would
about it
kind of make
either.
sense.
But the way he kind of write his rhymes and the little clever sense of humor and everything, it does make me think about Doom sometimes. Just in his own way.
Doom is one of a kind. Yeah,
Yeah,
Doom is one of a kind, bro. Doom is one of a kind. That Mark is so ill, man. You
yeah.
know, man. Hey, you got a light? No, but like he just some quirky lyrics. He'll just put the piece together like that. But the Rock Mars is definitely dope, man. And with Alchemist, you really have to be terrible to mess up Alchemist production, bro.
Yeah.
Like this dude, he caters his beats towards you, and he hasn't missed. Like he hasn't missed, bro. So the Rock
No,
Mars is definitely was a dope project.
speaking of Alchemist, he produced a whole lot these past 5 years or so. He been putting out a lot, man. But on the Skeleton Key in particular, those are some of his more interesting, weird beats, man. And I like that, man. I like my hip hop weird sometimes, man. So he did his
Yeah,
him and Rock did their thing on that album, man.
yeah. I'm gonna have to go back to it, but I do remember listening to it like, oh, this is a dope project.
Yeah.
You
It's
know what I
just
mean? And
dark.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have one more I wanted to highlight, man. And now this one is really not even 2024 because it came out in 2023 at the end of 2023. But I played it all of 2024. And then I ain't heard not one person talk about this album. Not one person. And that's the Boss. We only talk about we only talk about real shit when we fucked up. It was a long title, but that album was fire.
Is that the one with J. Cole that Casazo, let me sing and I
Yeah,
love you? Oh yeah, that's hey, you put me onto that album. That Boz album, you put me onto that album. And I listened to it, I'm like, he don't really have no skips on that album.
not really,
He
man.
don't really have no skips on that album, bro.
I just I hate that as good as that album is, it didn't get no love as far as like, on the internet or
Yeah,
online.
man.
I didn't hear anybody talk about it, man, and it was really good to me. He had substance, he had melodies, he had shit talking. It was top to bottom, man. He had some Afrobeat stuff. He had some of that Jersey club stuff.
Okay.
He mixed it
Yeah.
up, and it was dope.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I listened to the album like 3 to 4 times, damn near back to back, bro. Three
Yeah,
to four times, damn near back to back. It's a dope album, man. It's a really, really dope album, man. Another joint that got left under the radar. It didn't release at the end of 2024. I think more or less on the summertime was Benny the Butcher album, man.
the Summertime Butch.
Yeah, Benny the Butcher. That kind of was going back to form for Butch, man.
I didn't really sit with it, so I missed that one, man. I listened to it one time, but I never went back. But I did hear that it was pretty good. I just never went back to it.
Yeah, man, he was getting back to it, bro.
So
And
it was better than the joint he dropped at the top of the year in 24. The one with Braun.
is that the one with the Buffalo shop or something? The one he got with Armani Caesar on there?
Yeah, she
Is
was
that
on
the
that.
album?
She was on that.
Cause I like that album too, man.
Yeah, I thought
I
it was
like that
good.
album too.
I don't
You know
think
what
it
I'm
met
saying?
expectations though, but it was good.
Nah. But it still was dope though. It still was dope to me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I gotta listen to them both back to back in order to compare them. But I know he released two solid projects, man. He released two solid projects that I like. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I do remember the summertime Bush, and I was ironing my clothes, and I let it play, but I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't digest it, and then I never played it again to, give it a better listen. So I'm gonna have to check
Okay
it
then.
out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Benny got some stuff, man. Benny got some stuff. What else came out, man? I gotta be more professional and have a list of the albums that came out because I'm trying to think, bro. It's so much. That's one thing that I'm glad we started this podcast, bro, because it's helping me get back some of my love for the art form, man. Because for a long time, I didn't listen to new music unless I knew the artist was coming out, a certain particular artist was coming out with stuff, bro. So it's like it'd be like 7 albums on one Friday coming out, and it's like, bro, and this is like back to back Fridays, bro. And I'm like, why are there so many albums coming out? Like it's a gift and a curse. It's a
Yeah.
gift. It's a gift because people that couldn't get heard back then, it's a free fall now.
Right.
You can get heard. The only thing is the filtering process is so difficult now. It's so difficult now. Like not everybody was dope back then. Like in the 80s and 90s, not everybody was dope.
Right.
Not everybody was dope, but everybody was different though. A
Yeah.
lot, well, not everybody, but a
A
lot
lot.
of
Yeah.
people was different, bro. And they brought something, whether it was a one hit wonder or they was here for an album or two, or they maintained throughout the years. You had different inspirations and more stuff was allowed to be heard. And it's like now it's almost like if you want to hear something different, you have to dig deep through everything to find something different because everything on the surface level almost sounded the same.
Yeah.
It almost sounded the same, and that's what turned me off. Like you ain't even got to be the best MC, but just give me something original, man.
Right.
And, and that's why I like D-Lo the Boss. That's one main reason why I like D-Lo the Boss, bro.
I'm not tuned in. I gotta
I
check it
like him,
out,
man.
man.
His album was decent.
Okay.
He had a decent album last year, man.
I heard a
You want to
couple
bet it?
songs. I heard a couple songs, but I haven't sat down and,
Yeah, man.
embrace his whole movement yet.
D-Lo Boss Man, I believe he called himself.
Mhm.
You want to pay the price? Then you gotta get down with me. I
Yeah.
walk in the club, and then like I like that, man. I like the fact that I know if I hear 1,000 MCs on one song, I could pick him out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just like with E40. People didn't like some people didn't like E40. I like E40 personally.
Right.
But some people didn't like E40 because of his style and you know what I mean, how he put it together. But it's like if you put him on a song with a million MCs, I guarantee you're gonna know who he is.
I think that I think that maybe some of the people that didn't like E40, that might have been a regional thing, a regional bias, because if you like a Old Dirty Bastard or Busta Rhymes, how you
Wait a
gonna
minute
hate on the
now.
E40?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
And
different. They-
super different, bro. Old Dirty Bastard was Old Dirty Bastard was cold, man.
yeah.
Like
And
going back, listen to his stuff.
his style was so unorthodox and crazy, a lot like E40's. It's just
Drunken Master.
right. So, but
I mean,
yeah, I feel you, man. I think with the way music is, like you said, you can get heard more, but in a way you can't because it's so much noise. It's like
yeah,
how do you stand out apart from all the other albums and all the other noise that's going on? It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Uh, but let's get back to these albums. Oh man.
So
That's one thing about it, bro. Our conversation could go from one point and we'll just go off on something totally different. That's one thing about a
no, it's cool.
oh, I love it. I love it.
So how you feel about January? Did anything stand out to you in January?
There was one album. I think that there's one album that came out in January that I know of.
Was that The Beautiful Life?
I think that came out in February.
That was February. Okay.
Um, it wasn't the West Side Gun. What came out in January? I can't remember what came out in January, man. I know there was an album that came out in January.
January was slow, man, to be honest.
You know, but
January was slow. I had
but
two
I,
that I liked from January.
which ones?
Now, one is Showbiz by Mike.
I haven't heard that one.
So, Mike is a young MC from the Bronx. He runs with Earl Sweatshirt and that team.
Oh,
Um,
okay then.
he has that type of style and sound. He's influenced Earl influenced him. Sometimes he mumbles. He does have like a mumbling type of cadence and whatnot, but the young man is ill, bruh. If you ever get a chance to kind of just sit down and catch how he put his bars together and some of the things he says, he's nice, man. And this particular album I really enjoy. It's called Showbiz. Um,
Okay then.
the other album, this what I want to know. I want to know
Pink
how.
Seafood.
Yes,
Pink Seafood. I was
Black
trying to think.
Antique, Black Antique. I want to know what you feel about it because you know I love it. I'm curious. E.
Um, Dope album. I like the grittiness of it. Like it sounded like it was purposely unmastered. I don't know if he was mastered. Sorry if I disrespected if it was mastered, but it sounded like it was purposefully mixed that way. Let me put it like that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? To give it a kind of raw feel to it. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like it was left field from everything you're hearing, but it still had a southern twang to it. Is he from like St. Louis or something?
So he,
Or
he's like split between Birmingham, I believe,
okay,
and Cincinnati.
okay.
So I think he got family ties in both in Ohio and Alabama, and I think he kind of grew up back and forth between the two.
I feel like he would have fit in with the Dungeon family.
Mhm.
I feel like he would have fit in with the Dungeon family, but I do like his album, man. I like, you know, I like the left fieldness of it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I like the
Okay.
left fieldness. Bro, since you know me, bro, I've been kind of more of a left field person
Yeah.
anyway with music.
Yeah.
Like, y'all had to catch up, but carry on, though.
I
But
thought
no,
you I thought you wasn't gonna dig it because it's so all over the place. It's like a messy album, but I liked it though because it's so different, man. And
Yeah, man. Just yeah.
it incorporated a lot of different sounds and styles that I like from, the Dungeon Family feel. He even had Big Rube on there. Um, it had some sounds that made me think about the Neptunes. It had some
Mm-hmm.
stuff that made me think about Hypnotized Minds and Juicy J and uh what's the other brother that do the production with Juicy J?
DJ Paul.
DJ Paul. Yeah, it made me think about they style and it was just dope. It was dope, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And like I told you too, I'm gonna think about it, but I kind of want to compare the Black Antique and the Blue Lips.
Now let me tell you something about that. See, this is what I mean. We get all over the place sometimes. Blue Lips, mark my words. When we release this episode, who's ever out there listening to this, Blue Lips will withstand the test of time and will go down as a classic album, bro. Trust me on this. The Blue Lips is I'm listening to it, bro. I listened to it like 2 or 3 times. The first time, I'm like, all right, this is a dope album.
Mhm.
The second time, I'm tuning in, I'm like, I don't even know if he listened to these artists, but I could hear the Tribe Called Quest influence. And then I could hear a little bit of like Public Enemy and NWA in there as well.
Okay.
And it's like how he meshed it all together, man. And I'm listening to it, and it sounds like a jazz musician doing hip hop almost.
Yeah.
Like how he just his style is almost like freeform or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when he was speaking on, I think it was a Drink Champs when he was talking about how he come up with his lyrics, he just stare at the wall and start yelling out
Mhm.
his the words or whatever. I'm like, that's the reason why I sound like that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It got like a rock vibe to it. It got a
Exactly.
jazz vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he still maintained who he is.
And
And
so,
you know the huh?
no, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I about to say, my crown and jewel on the album is Blue Slides.
Yeah.
That damn Blue Slides,
That's
man.
that's what I told you and said. I told you and said last year that to me, that was the best song that I heard in 2024.
I could appreciate that. I could appreciate that. But Blue Side, yeah, as soon as I heard Blue Sides, I'm like, oh my God.
Man,
I'm like,
incredible.
this this something you could play waking up in the morning when you're just silent. You could just put on Blue Slides, man, and just get your mind together. Yeah, bro.
And to that point, and we can move on, but like I like Blue Lips, but I didn't love it as much. And I think that, one thing I've been noticing with listening to music, having expectations always messes things up. So when it comes to
Mm.
Q can be really lyrical, not in a Lupe way, but
Yeah.
like he says some things, and I didn't get that much of Q doing that on Blue Lips. You did have songs like Blue Slides where he was talking this talk, but I wanted more of that. I wanted more of what he did on Blue Lips. And when I didn't hear it, I was like, it's cool, but I wanted more of this. I want more of that. But it's a really good album, man.
You about to make me listen to it when we done with this episode, man. I promise you. I'm thinking about I'm like, thank God for me. I'm gonna rock.
Yeah.
Like, no, he has
It's,
some stuff on that album, bro.
I'm wondering, man. I'm wondering if him and Pink Seafood had any sort of like exchange because Pink Seafood is from Cincinnati in Alabama, but he lives in LA. He moved to LA. And
Okay, man.
his music career was starting in LA. And I don't know if you're familiar with Cal Banks. but Cal Banks is a producer who who's done a lot of work with Isaiah Rashad and over the years more and more with TDE in general. And Cal Banks is someone who worked a lot with Pink Seafood, especially on this Black Antique album too, I believe. So I wonder, like,
Mm.
in the process of both of them creating, did they have some sort of like exchange with each other? Because to me, those two albums are like two peas in a pie, man. It's just that Black Antique is a little dirtier, a little grimier,
Okay, then.
but they remind me of each other. Yeah. So
My
anything you feel from February?
oh, what? Most definitely. Most definitely. Let me tell you something. First of all, let me start off with this album. Because while I was looking through what albums came out this year, I discovered Brother Ali dropped the album.
Satisfied Soul, yeah.
You listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it when it came out. I thought it
Hey,
was good, but it didn't grab me. It didn't grab me like
really?
yeah, it didn't grab me. Like he put out an album, I think in 2017 or 2018 called All the Beauty in This Life or something like that. That album was like
Yeah.
my favorite album that year. But this one, it was good, but it didn't catch me like I thought it would. What you think?
I just finished listening to it before we got on. I like it, man. It was dope. He had some dope stuff on there, man. He had some dope stuff on there. I'm like, oh, now
Yeah,
it's not my album of the year thus far,
yeah.
but it was a dope project, and definitely can appreciate it.
I don't think Brother Ali make bad albums, man. It's just that
Man,
this one in particular just didn't stick with me off the first. I listened to it like twice. And I was like, okay, it's cool. But I haven't gone back to it yet.
okay then.
Yeah.
Now, another album that dropped in February, which is my personal album of the year thus far, and it may not stay there that long because there's some albums that's coming out where we're gonna have to see, such as like I think Lupe said he dropping another one soon, or at least some in the near future. But the cooler, bro, the cooler. I was gonna post it, but I'm like, let me see if this is real. But I think he's dropping an album, bro, called The Cooler. So I suspect it's a sequel to The Cool. Look at your face. Look at your face.
Man, that's gonna be crazy.
That boy Lupe,
Top five, man.
lyricist ever to me, bro.
Yeah.
The greatest lyricist, bro. And we could get into that. That's a whole nother episode, though. We can get
Yeah.
into that later.
Yeah.
But but the best album thus far this year is that Life is Beautiful with Larry June, 2 Chainz, and The Alchemist, bro. I
Yeah.
played that album like 9 to 10 times back to back, bro.
Yeah.
Like I wake
Um,
up in the morning when I'm taking my shower, I'm playing it, riding home playing it, going to church, I'm playing it.
no,
Dog.
it's a good album, man. It's a good album, man. I think Two Chainz kind of was the A mic on there, and
Yeah.
Larry kind of was a good, B mic. Um, I think it's good, man. It's not my number one, but I definitely think it's a good album. Alchemist did his thing, Larry June and Two Chainz did their thing as well, man.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind hearing the full album with just 2 Chainz and Alchemist, bro.
Yeah.
Like 2 Chainz over Alchemist production, man. Hey, hey, man. And Larry June did his thing. I think 2 Chainz helped him break out of a comfort zone almost. That's the vibe I got from the album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 2 Chainz, he going like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? And Larry June was going, but you could tell some stuff felt a little unorthodox to him. But
Yeah.
he still did his thing on the album. And The Alchemist, man, what can I say, bro? He just
Now that's
we're
a good
gonna have to have a
album.
discussion.
I think that album got a lot of love, the first few weeks that it was out. And it's definitely got the sonics that you can play it throughout the year, especially in the spring and the summer. So I'm with
Oh,
you. It's a dope album.
oh, I can't wait for the summertime. That that album
Mhm.
and some of GNX will be played. Cause that Dodger Blue,
Dodger Blue is fire.
oh,
It's fire.
Dodger Blue is meant for the summer, bro.
Dodger Blue
Dodger
is
Blue is
fire.
meant for the summer. And I cannot wait.
Dodger Blue is fire, man.
Yeah, man. Um, what else came out this year? Drake and
Party, Party Next Door.
P&D. Yeah, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Well,
I'll let you
I
take this
wasn't
one.
I wasn't going I wasn't gonna bring that one up because I was thinking to myself, is that a hip hop album?
Okay then. Okay, then. So we could take that off the table.
But for the record, that shit fire. That shit
What?
that shit is fire.
Oh, you
Now,
listen to it again?
oh yeah, like when it first came out, I was like, it's cool. I wanted more party on there. It was too long, but it was cool. And I let it go for like a week. And then I came back and I really like listened to the production. I listened to the lyrics, the connection of the songs. Man, I was listening to it today. That joint fire. But
I'll listen. I gotta listen to it again, bro. I'm gonna take your word and listen to it
but
again. Because when I listened,
I mean
it
a
was
lot of
okay.
I think that like I said, it's not a type of album that's gonna gain new fans though. So if you're not into that sound that they make in Toronto, that Drake and 40 and Party Next Door are kind of famous for, it ain't gonna be your cup of tea, but I like that shit. And that joint is fire, man. It's fire. But I didn't know if it was hip hop. It got hip hop aesthetics, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I want to count it as a hip hop album. But it's raw though.
Okay.
It's raw to me. And it got so much hate. The boy gets so much hate.
Yeah, that's why I listened to it and I just listened to it with an open mind, bro. Because I didn't want the outside noise to drown out me listening to the album or what have you, man. So, but
And
when I listened to it, it was a decent album. It just wasn't like
hidden. It wasn't hidden for you.
it wasn't the album Drake needed to drop. Let me say that. But I can understand you dropping it for Valentine's. You connecting with your core audience, which is the ladies.
Right.
I can, but that's not the album we needed at the moment
Right.
because obvious reasons. But yeah,
Go, Going back to it, I think it was a good drop. I
okay
do.
then.
And my other two for February, more so on the traditional hip hop side, I got Food from the Gods. It's an album. I told you it said about it. It's produced by Black Milk, and the MC is a guy named Fat Tony. Now they both from Detroit. It's a short project, man. It's maybe 30 minutes, if that. Fire, fire,
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out.
fire, man. Um, I share it's a song and video for the lead single called Elderberry. I share that with you. Listen to Elderberry and decide if you want to listen more. But that's a real good album, man. And
Yeah.
my other one for February is 12 by West Side Gun
That
featuring
was
featuring SDNAC, uh, featuring uh Brother Tom
yeah.
Sauce, and of course featuring Stove God Cooks. That shit's fire, man. That might
Is that
be
your album of the year?
it's between that and the Pink Seafood. It's
You
between them
know,
two. If I'm going traditional, I gotta go with the 12. If I'm going
mm,
with my heart and what I just really like, I'm going with the Pink Seafood. But that 12 is it's nice, man. That's that gritty hip hop right there.
hey, let me tell you something. That 12 is very close to that Life is Beautiful to me. Because
Yeah.
when I'm listening to it, I'm like, can this knock off Life is Beautiful for me? But I'm gonna listen to that 12 again because that 12 got some heat on there, bro. Got some heat on there.
It's a different
And
vibe.
and not to backtrack, but another album that I feel was slept on. It kind of tailored off at the end, but the first half is definitely phenomenal. The Earth Gang album,
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
that album was dope to me. But yeah,
They really good, man.
yeah, and that's the album that came out in 2024, but that just came to mind. But
Yeah.
the 12 though, yeah, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
And West Side Gun, he hasn't been missing, bro. He hasn't
No.
been missing. And I didn't like West Side Gun when I first heard him, but man,
Y'all said I was
he
crazy when I told you it said that West Side Gun might have the illest discography in hip hop history. Y'all was like, nigga, you crazy.
now it is in history though.
In hip hop history. I'm not saying he has the best, but he definitely it's an argument that can be made. When you look at all of the Hitlers, when you look at the Pray for Paris, you look at the uh Fly God, Supreme Blientele, Who Made the Sunshine. I mean, the list goes on. It's 12 Hitlers. It's 12 Hitlers, and pretty much all of them smoking, man.
Okay then. Okay then. I don't think I've heard all of them. I heard a nice amount of them. I don't think I heard all of them, man.
Man. It
But
may be like two or three that's cool, but most of them are fire.
okay then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. Okay then. Yeah, because he ain't really dropped that. And then Pray for Me album. It was one of those, either Pray for Paris or the Then Pray for Me. I think it was Then Pray for Me. That's the one that was like,
With DJ Drama.
I believe so.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Yeah, that
but
was a
all in
left
all,
that was a left turn.
yeah. But all in all, the 12 brung him right back on track though.
Yeah,
The 12 brung him right back on track.
yeah.
And the other album I know of that I listen to is the Playboy Cardi.
So
Are
now
we
we
there yet?
so now we in March, right?
Huh?
That came out in March, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Okay.
I don't know. Do you have any more for February?
No, that's all I have for February.
Okay, then. Yeah, the Playboy Cardi, man.
You like it?
And when you know what? When I'm listening to it, it sounds kind of the same songs to me, almost. But one thing that stood out was like, oh, he's a rock star.
Mm.
That's the vibe I got from this album. Like, he's a rock star, bro. And I'm like, him, Travis Scott, and the Future, they all kind of in that realm to me, like as far as their style of music and how they put it together. So it's no secret that he had both of them on the track, multiple on the album, multiple times. And he's
Um,
kind of dark too.
oh yeah. I saw something.
What do you say?
I was gonna share
No,
something.
go ahead, bro.
I saw something on Apple Music Rap Life review with Nadeska, Ebro, and Eddie and Low. But anyway, Nadeska, she read a comment from a viewer or something that was saying that the album I Am Music, Playboy Carti was trying to pay homage to some of his favorite artists and some of the biggest artists with each of these songs or with some of the songs, like paying homage to Lil Wayne, paying homage to Future and probably Young Thug, and that was kind of like the underlying theme of the album. I thought that was interesting. I don't know how true it is or not though.
Okay, then. Okay, I could definitely see. I could hear some of the influence. I don't know about Lil Wayne
Mhm.
influence, but I could definitely hear like the Young Thug and Future influence.
What
You know what I'm saying?
shit, Lil Wayne definitely the foundation for uh for a lot of Young Thugs stylistically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He coming out with the Carter Six.
Yeah, yeah.
This made now the promo trailer or whatever he got for it makes me think he's about to return to like mixtape Wheezy type of stuff.
It'd
He
be
and
nice.
some tells me he may be coming at a rapper or two on this. Something
But
tells me he's gonna do this, bro.
which rapper might he come at?
I don't know, Lance. I don't know. I don't know, brother. I don't know. It may be somebody that's on a different coast than he is.
Okay.
It may be somebody on the, but I don't know. I don't want to put it out there. Like I say, this is just a
Yeah.
promo I seen, and I'm just speaking off of like when I'm looking at it, I'm just like, okay, then it's giving me two things. One is giving me he's back in that bag again.
Hmm.
Like he took some time off, let people have their fun. Now he's back in the bag again. Two, he may be coming for a few people next, almost. You know what I
Um,
mean? We'll see.
I hope not. I hope he just focus on being fresh, dope, and just rapping his ass off and making some hits too.
Yeah,
Wayne,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I look forward to that. Some hits. For me, in
Yeah.
March, I got three. I got three. One is it's called Dead Channel Sky, and it's by this group called Clipping and Clipping. So it's two producers, two white gentlemen that do the production, one MC, David Diggs. That's the guy that I told you he from Hamilton, and he also had a cameo in Blackish as Bo's brother.
Okay, then.
That dude can rap his ass off, man. The album is real conceptual. It's kind of heavy to try to follow along with it, but just from a standpoint of rapping, that's like I told you, it's some of the best technical rapping I heard this year, man. He did a real good job on just spitting and putting a story together. And
Okay, then.
and the producers, they definitely did their thing too, man. It's kind of like electronic, fast paced. It might put you in the mind of like Run the Jewels or something like that.
Mm,
But it's real good though, man. The
okay,
other
then.
the other two,
I know where these are going. Well, I know at least one of them.
both of them
Okay, then. Well, I know both of them.
from the private collection of Saba
Okay, then.
and No ID.
That was a dope album. That was a dope album.
And personally, this is me. I don't know how it's gonna kind of pan out, but I think Deep Thoughts is really good, man.
Deep Thoughts got some dope stuff on it. Like I say, my main drawback with Deep Thoughts, and Kevin Gates dropped the album too.
Yeah.
Kevin Gates dropped, and Kevin Gates, he had his album was decent. My main thing, and Kevin Gates had the same thing to me, where it was like towards halfway through the album, it's like all them all the songs sounded the same to me.
Mhm.
I gotta go back and listen again just to make sure I'm not tripping. But that's the vibe. I'm listening to it and like halfway through, it's like I felt like I heard this song before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Dirk, he got some. Cause I listened to the Dirk again, and I'm like, the first 5 or 6 songs, heaters, heaters, bro. But then it started getting kind of repetitive to me, and I'm like, But I listen. I gotta listen to it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to me, I think that it's maybe only one or two songs on there that I skip. I
Okay,
think,
then.
and I'm not the most knowledgeable about Dirk's catalog and
Me neither.
style and all of that. I didn't really start listening to him till like 2018. So I'm late. I'm late to the party,
Okay, then.
but certain things I've heard I really like. And this one, I enjoyed it a lot, man. I enjoyed
Okay, then. Man.
So
Okay, then.
that's all the music that I really kind of like think is at the top.
Yeah. And we in the first quarter. We head into the second quarter. I'm just waiting on a few albums this year, though. I gotta say, I'm waiting on a few albums this year.
Which ones you waiting on?
You got Erica Badu and Alchemist. Now, granted, I could kind of put that in the hip hop category because Erica Badu is a hip hop baby, and you got Alchemist producing the album. You got Forensics with Yasin Bey and the Alchemist. I'm so waiting on that, especially after seeing him perform that song Kujani in concert. I'm like, okay, then I need this. Then Auditorium Part Two.
Is that coming this year?
I think so. I
Okay.
think so. I know they already started working on it,
I hope it's more bite on that too. If it's a little more aggression, that's gonna be a problem.
bro. If it's a little more aggression, I'm letting you know right now, it's more than likely going to be a classic. Like
Yeah.
I say, bro, if he could tap into that hunger bag off of One Day It All Makes Sense,
Yep.
that's the bag I want right there. You
Yep.
got Pete Rock on the productions, and you got One Day It All Makes Sense coming on that song Hunger or Hungry, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we got something special.
Yeah.
Um, the Roots may be dropping this year.
Okay.
yeah,
That'll be a problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Clips. You don't think they dropped it? I heard the album done though. I heard they was just waiting on one feature and they got it, and the album is done, bro.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it, but I just don't think it's coming out.
I think so, bro. I think it's gonna come out, man. Um, what else? What else? They say Lil Wayne dropping.
Yeah.
What else? Who else supposed to be coming back out?
Barrow.
We gotta, yeah, we gotta show Pharaoh some love too, man. I still want to do an episode about Pharaoh Monch because I don't understand how an MC could be this great and not be talked about as much, bro. Like that's crazy to me. That is really like I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell people.
We
I
we
don't know what to tell people, bro.
we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna have
But
some theories.
all right, man. But I understand. I can understand why he may not be talked about as much. I can understand it, but still, it's asinine. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pharaoh External Affairs too. Some tell me that's gonna be a great album.
I heard something about Chance, maybe.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming out called like Star Lounge or Star Line Gallery or something like that.
Black Star. Black Star Gallery or Black Star Line.
Okay, now. Okay, now.
My boy
Yeah.
dropping
Who?
Woods. Billy Wood.
Billy Woods. Okay,
Yeah,
then.
he
I'm not
coming.
too familiar with Billy Woods.
Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Okay then.
Arguably best writer in hip hop.
Billy Woods. All right, now I gotta listen to him now.
Him and Kai, like neck and neck to me.
I'm
As
not
far
gonna
as
speak on
writing,
Kyle.
as far
Rest in power, Kyle, man. My main thing about Kai, it was like he was monotone and the same style throughout every song, and it was like pop, pop, drop, drop, loose sleeve, loose beef, and it's like I needed a switch up. I needed a switch up. Like it took me a few listens to catch on to him.
stylistically, he's not everybody's cup of tea. But
And you could barely hear what he's saying. He like whispering on the
you
song. I'm like, oh,
you gotta listen. He's listening music. But
yeah, yeah, you gotta listen because he whispering.
if you if you ever get in the mode where you just really still and quiet and you
Mm,
can listen to him and hear how he put his thoughts together, the double entendres, the double meanings, the life
yeah.
lessons. Him and Billy Woods to me are arguably two of the greatest rappers or writers, excuse me, greatest writers in hip hop history. Ill, man.
Yeah.
But their style isn't as, I guess likable as someone that
Yeah.
has better flows and whatnot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I heard Outkast coming back out. I didn't hear that.
I don't believe that, man.
Wishful thinking.
The
Wishful
clips,
thinking.
the clips will be back out before that.
But you know, the clips coming out this year, bro. What makes you think they're not coming out, bro?
I just don't think it's happening. I mean, Pusha was supposed to have a DJ drama, Gangsta Grills, I think 2 years ago. Um, this project was supposed to come out last year.
They was waiting on a feature. They was waiting on a feature for that album.
And you know what? Another thing that's in the back of my mind, I wonder if Malice or No Malice is comfortable enough with it coming out. Because he's had a spiritual walk and he's kind of like, I don't know if he would want to, I don't know if he wanted to come out, depending on what it's looking like. I don't know.
Hell, he recorded it. Why wouldn't he want it to come out?
Yeah. I
Or
mean,
maybe he just wanted for his own like personal listening pleasure. But it's like,
Cole recorded 7 Minute Drill.
and that came out.
He didn't
Is
want it
that
to
the
come
one?
out.
See. How much time we got left? Dog, you know we've been on here for a damn near hour.
Yeah, I sent you a text. I said you didn't have to worry about time.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Dog, I didn't even know we was on here for that long. That time just be
Yeah.
all right. So, all right, people, this is the part of the where we just talking about random stuff as it comes about, man. And one thing I love about it is this brings me back to the little kid being on the phone talking about hip hop.
Yeah.
Like it'd be hour, 2 hour conversations of us breaking down, like comparing MCs, albums. There was a time we had a discussion on who was better, Busta Rhymes or Jay Z. I still remember this conversation. I remember that we had this conversation. Let me say that. I don't fully remember the details, but I remember we had this conversation.
Okay.
You had Jay Z, and I was like, Busta Rhymes for me, bro.
That's always
But
been, man.
bro, he just so, bro. You could argue he had the greatest 3 album run from debut to third album. You could argue that with the Common, When Disaster Strikes, and Extinction Level Event, bro. You could argue he had the greatest 3 album run from debut to third album.
Yeah.
You can also argue that for Kanye West.
Pray for Ye,
And
man.
and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave
Freddie
it
Gray.
there. This man,
That's still my boy, man. I think he just dealing with some stuff, man. But
dog,
I don't like,
his
I don't like some of this. I don't like a lot of the stuff he said, man.
nah. And he said the reason why he's wearing like swastikas and the black KKK outfit or the swastikas or whatever is like he was saying how they can profit and wear our pain, but so I'm returning a favor pretty much.
Right.
Paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he was
Yeah.
saying. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff he said, man, like he talked about people, kids.
Yeah.
He calling people out their name.
Yeah.
Dog, this Mar went on a Twitter rant. He's inspired by Kendrick, but then he don't know about Kendrick, and then
I don't think he
he's
will, man. I don't think he
bro,
will.
This Mark said people listen to J. Cole. People stop listening to J. Cole after they lose their virginity. Bro,
Yeah, I don't think he will, man.
this man said,
I don't even see you. You out the frame.
my bad,
Oh, there
my
you.
back,
Yeah,
bro.
you back.
I had to tip my head back, bro, because
He-
I'm thinking about his Twitter rants. This dude really said, bitches are offensive or some shit like that. Fat bitches are offensive because whenever I see a fat bitch, I get sexually no. Fat bitches are sexually offensive because whenever I see them, I'm sexually offended.
you wilding, man. But I don't think he doing well, man. I don't think he doing well, man.
Bro, we all could see that after his mom passed, bro.
Yeah.
And I can understand you going off the deep end after you lose your mom. I know all too well.
Yeah.
I know all too well. I could totally understand it. But bro, it doesn't give you the license to do what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like these people did you wrong, it doesn't give you the license to just wild out on them like this, bro. Like you talked about people, kids, bro.
Yeah. I think a lot of the stuff
Like,
he said was foul. I think, wearing the Klan stuff is really offensive, especially to some of our people that's still alive that may have went through that, you know, whether down south or in Indiana. The Klan done got busy and not in a good way, so and the Nazi thing. I know a lot of people are offended by that, but I just don't think he's well. And I feel like people don't care no more because this shit happen a lot. When people have mental health issues or that emotional mental instability, it's like they got it's like an expiration on the patience you have for them because it get to the point where you like, man, I can't handle this nigga no more. I'm tired of this. I heard his wife leaving him. He made a song begging her to come back and shit. So
bro,
it's unfortunate.
yeah, man.
I just don't think he
Bro, cause
will,
it's like,
man.
cause it's like we've been saying get help for the longest. And people have been trying to ride with Ye for the longest. He built up enough cachet where we give him multiple chances, bro.
But
But
he
it's
do
like,
good though. He do real bad. Then he do good for a little while. And these people that had this challenge is gonna it's just like people that have certain challenges with drugs and alcohol. They may be sober for a minute, but then they'll relapse, you know. Um, I feel like he wild out, then he try to get right, then he wild out again. But maybe he not taking his meds, maybe he not doing whatever work he need to do. But I feel like people really done with him now, man. People really
bro, cause All right, man. The boy go too far with this mess, man. It's like, dog, you don't need to do what you're doing.
Right.
You don't have to say what you're saying.
I
You
agree.
could keep it to yourself.
You could. Yeah, why is he
And,
sharing so much? Yeah.
I don't think I think he by himself, honestly, bro. I don't think he got people around him no more like that. I think he's literally by himself, bro. I honestly think this.
It
Like, I
seemed
don't think
that
he has
way.
people around him no more.
It seemed like he was solo when academics did that interview. I didn't see like I didn't see nobody around. Oh, he might be
Yeah, I just
riding by himself right now.
because it's like, bro, how can anybody attach themselves to Ye right now with what he stands for? You guilty by association. You're guilty by association with dealing. If there ever was a time when somebody attached themselves to Ye and attached themselves to somebody and be guilty by association, it would be Kanye West right now, bro. With all the foul crap he done said, you're guilty by association, and there's no excuse for it no more. Like there's no excuse. Like, oh, even if you going through what you're going through, as far as even if your mom is the case, you have to find some type of help for that, bro. Like you have with everything you have available to you as far as access, you damn sure got help, some type of assistance or some type of help where you can reach out and find some, bro. Like I don't, damn man, pray for Ye, man.
Pray for
Pray for
Ye,
Ye.
man. Pray for Ye,
Pray for Ye.
for sure.
Pray for Ye, man. I guess, bro. I don't know no more, man.
I got I got two questions for you before we get out of here, man. One, do you feel like as far as for this first quarter that Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance is like the biggest event in hip hop?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
And
yes,
you
it is.
and your thoughts is still 10 out of 10 would
I
recommend.
love, bro. All right, first of all, it's the highest rated Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there. That's not why I think it's such a great halftime show. For one, he started the the halftime show opened up with Samuel L. Jackson, bro. Like that's amazing to me, bro. Like who would have thought Samuel L. Jackson would be a part of a Super Bowl halftime show, bro? That's amazing to me. And not only that, he had a theme with it, bro. And it was like, I mean, I got a little bit of like black people history in America and everything. I got a little bit about like bringing them to his neighborhood and everything and how it was almost set up like, I mean, his block or whatever. Like, it was just a dope halftime show to me. I loved it, man. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. I love it, bro. I love he picked that moment to let
Yeah.
him know, like, yeah, I got all this. I know you all like not like us and all this, that, and the third, but I am still a black man in America. And I'm still very much keyword black.
I think a lot of people love it like yourself. There's a lot of people that hated it. I'm in the middle. I thought it was I thought it was cool. I really liked the creativity and some of the ideas that I think he was going for. I just don't feel like it landed well in the moment. Now, you can go back and watch it. Of course, it's on YouTube. They put it on Spotify and shit. So you can go back and listen to it. But in the moment, I didn't feel like it landed how maybe I would have liked it to. But I don't hate it. I ain't
Nah,
crazy about it though.
I can understand. And how he had the whole set design like a little video game remote or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He had Serena Williams out there crip walking, bro. Like I don't know. I loved it, man. I loved it. You know what I mean? I can understand why people didn't like it because it didn't have like the grandiose like performances and people playing guitars and drums and a live band.
Right.
Look, I can understand it. But man, bro, like that first song when you was standing on top of the car,
Yeah. Okay.
what do you say? You couldn't get the picture if I set you an hour in front of the Louvre or something? Like that song, he was cooking, bro. He was cooking. And then them Mars jumping out the G and next or whatever. I don't know where all these people came from.
Yeah.
They had to gut that whole car out, bro,
They
because it
did.
was at least 20 people.
They
Okay,
did.
because it was at least 20 people jumping out that car, bro.
Yeah,
That
I
that
saw a
had
special. I saw a special on how they put it together and they gutted it out. So they came up from the bottom. Um,
and
okay. I'm still in the
and
middle. Yeah.
another reason why I love it, man, because the artistry behind it. Like a true artist has to not care about what the outside world thinks and go within. And I felt like that's what he did at the optimum level on this. I'm pretty sure
I give you
he
that.
knew. I'm pretty sure he knew this is not going to be received well by some people,
You
but
took a
he still
chance.
had to go with a vision. Exactly, bro. You
I
got to
respect
take
it.
a chance, bro.
I respect it. I just
You
wish it
got
would
to take
have,
a chance.
for me personally, I just wish it would have landed better. But I respect
Now,
the try.
now I do wish he would have brought No Limit and Cash Money on stage. I
Mm,
do wish that would have happened. Some type of mashup with No Limit and Cash Money, or
mm,
just have Wayne come out and perform.
nah,
If he had Wayne come out and perform a Millie,
nah.
that whole stadium erupts, bro. Because of Drake.
Yeah. And that's my last question.
I
And
knew it was.
and we not
I
going
knew it was.
well no, it's a good question, man. And we'll probably down the line like dissect this whole beef drama. But at this point, right, looking at the way the stands and the fans have
Yeah.
approached this whole thing, do you think there's more, it's more about uplifting Kendrick and supporting Kendrick Lamar as an
I think it's
artist,
about hate for
or is
Drake,
it
bro.
more
I think it's
about
about hate for Drake.
destroying Drake?
You don't even have to finish that question. I think it's a mix of both. Two things can be true.
Okay.
I think it's a mix of both, but I think it's more so going at Drake. I don't know how much time we got, but I tell you this right
Look
now.
real quick.
Cause it's now I think Drake downfall started when he made a joke or supposedly made a joke about Megan Thee Stallion getting shot in the foot. I think that was the beginning of his downfall. That's when his core audience, which are the ladies,
Mhm.
started to fall back. Like even my wife, when she heard it, she had to step back from Drake for a minute, bro. Oh, Lauren is very militant when she want to be, bro. When she don't like something, oh, she'll step away from it, bro. She'll step away from it,
Okay.
and it happens, bro. Yeah, I think that was the beginning of it. Now this whole situation with Kendrick, see, I know it's bringing up old stuff that's already been talked about, but the news about the lawsuit just came out, man. Ah, do you want to say this for another episode?
Can you tell me real quick what's the news with the lawsuit for today?
Supposedly, supposedly, Drake is requesting to supposedly Drake is requesting to or he can make a request to try to look at Kendrick Lamar's contract with Universal or whatever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you know, I think UMG just got their motion denied or whatever to get the case thrown out. I gotta look up on it, man. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to everybody out there. I gotta definitely gotta look more into it before we dive deeper into this conversation. I
Okay.
mean, because the lawsuit stuff, that's what Drake messed up at. That's what Drake messed
Perhaps.
up.
Perhaps.
If he didn't file a lawsuit, bro, he still had a little wiggle room. That lawsuit messed it.
I feel like
And he's still
anything,
going deep into it.
I feel like anything the boy do,
Nah,
it's,
bro, that lawsuit.
it don't matter. And I don't think the
Now,
downfall came from him mentioning or throwing that bar at Megan Thee Stallion. I
no,
feel
that was
like
the start of it, though.
I feel
That was
like
the start of it.
the hate train for Drake goes back to what, maybe 2010, 2012. It go back over 10 years from when DMX was saying he hate everything about Drake. What year was that? You know, he was on the Breakfast Club shitting on Drake. And
Well,
not only DMX, you had you had a lot of journalists and just certain fans that just never really they liked him, but they hated him. And the train was rolling. It took 2024 for it to take off, though.
yeah. But you know what? People still rock with him because he still was going number one. He still
True.
was having number one. Like he's like people rock with him. That's why I say that whole Megan Thee Stallion situation.
Mhm.
That's when it started to slowly deteriorate for him.
A lot of
And then the
people
whole
question
Kendrick.
that, though. He, I know
Yeah, a
I
lot of people
did.
question it,
I know I did.
but a lot. But you know how I go, bro. You know how I go when it comes to like
Women's rights.
mentioning something about women
Yeah,
in the negative. You know how, especially with something of somebody of Megan Thee Stallion status.
yeah.
Come on,
But I
bro.
mean, I
Come
think
on.
it's fair to question, you know. I think respect
It's
is,
fair to question.
yeah, you gotta have respect, but I think it's fair to question stuff. And a lot of people was questioning that
See,
night.
it's fair to question. Yeah, it's fair to question. But he made kind of a joke about it on the album,
It's
and that, it, bro, who you telling?
rap.
But Megan Thee Stallion is loved, bro. Megan Thee Stallion is loved. Side note, she could rap her ass off,
You
but
can.
Megan Thee Stallion is loved, bro. And when like this whole the Megan Thee Stallion is loved, and when a woman is loved like that in hip hop or in any type of like celebrity status, you make a joke about them with something serious that happened to them or whatever, it's an issue, bro. It's an issue. And when he made that joke, some of his fan base was like, "All right, Drake, yeah, we're gonna have to kind of fall back from you a little bit, just a little bit, because this is a little wild. Because for a while, it was a big thing,
Yeah.
and it was even Lil Yachty tried to come to his defense, like, "Oh, he didn't mean it like that," and people just brushed Lil Yachty. People brushed Lil Yachty to the side, like
Yeah.
words meant nothing, and it was bad, bro.
Okay. Well, I was seeing what you thought about it, man. Because I was thinking about that
Yeah,
earlier. Like, I honestly, I love both of them. I like both of their music. I follow both of their careers.
yeah,
But I was just like
yes,
curious, like, okay, all of this extra adulation for Kendrick, is it about is it about loving Kendrick or is it about shitting on and
bro,
destroying Drake?
bro,
It's about destroying Drake.
bro. You watched the Grammys,
Oh, you know I did. I
bro.
saw it.
It was like they had a wake party for Drake at the damn Grammys.